So The Boys' new season has finally finished. So season 4 is pretty much done. We have to just wait until the next season comes out, whenever that is. It doesn't matter too much to me. I can't wait. But here's the thing. I want to really talk about this season because I find that it really was not what I thought it was going to be. I really thought things were really going to pop off in this season and go kind of crazy, but it felt like it was kind of dragging its feet at times. And then also the writing was kind of bad this season. Like, we had that stupid scene of Huey climbing through the vents, and it's this cartoonishly like organized scene, where the sweat has to drop off of his nose onto Homelander's little shoulder guard thing for him to know that he's there. And then like he's like, oh, it's Huey Campbell, I can smell him. And I get people are saying the vents were made out of lead, I think. So lead or something. I can't remember the name of the material that he can't see through, but he couldn't see through it, and that's why he started lasering all over the place. I think the setup for that was so funny in a bad way because Homelander has super hearing, and a lot of the times you in the show you see him use this super hearing to tell where people are just by the sound of their heartbeats and that type of stuff. So I found that scene was kind of cringe. Also the scene where they were running from the sheeps. They were running from the sheeps in this one episode, and yeah, cool, these flying superpowered sheep ripping people apart and all of that stuff. But I think it was kind of dumb because they just didn't utilize the characters that were there. I don't know why they didn't utilize Victoria Newman. She's literally one of the strongest soups at the time, and I think she killed like one of them, or like a chicken or something, but then she didn't kill anything else. She just kept running like if she's a normal civilian, and I was like, why? Why is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, the writing felt off, is all I'm saying. I'm not saying the season was terrible or anything, so if you want to go down into comments and start acting like a little bitch, saying, oh, you just don't like the show or whatever, then you have the wrong fucking idea. I'm just saying it felt off. A lot of things felt off in this season, especially the stuff with like Starlight, right? Starlight being mad at Huey for him pretty much being assaulted by this chameleon bitch was cringe as fuck. And then they kind of gloss over it. This is pretty cool. I like this art. But then they try to gloss over it like if it's nothing, and it pissed me off even more, man. I was like, why is that even necessary? But anyway, the last thing I want to say about this season before I give you my rating on the season itself was this scene here between Kimiko and Frenchie. Kimiko being held back by the stupid guy from Gen Z. I don't like Gen Z. Gen Z was cringe. The whole thing was just it didn't feel like anything in the real Boys universe besides the gore and overly explicit content. Like besides that, it didn't feel like the Boys in terms of writing at all. The writing was just really fucking stupid. But anyway, this scene, I think they really dropped the ball on this. A lot of people are hyping it up. And I understand why. Kimiko is a really loved character, and she's one of my favorite characters in the show. But I think where they fucking messed this up is by having Frenchie have this whole like unnecessarily like super gay fucking relationship between him and a character that we don't even know or care about. It seemed so unnecessary, and everyone who's criticizing it is being called homophobic and, oh, the show is laughing at you guys and all of that bullshit. But that's not the point we're making. The point we're making is y'all had a good thing with Frenchie and Kimiko already going. If you guys had continue building on the momentum we had with these two characters, this scene would have hit 100 times harder. Like, so many people are like, oh, she spoke. Yeah, because it's tragic. But in my opinion, it would have hit so much harder if they were like a real thing. Like, maybe they built on their relationship a lot more. Maybe he was trying to help her with speech, it still wasn't working, and then after he gets kidnapped, everything kind of comes together and she speaks for the first time. I think I think that would have been amazing. I think that they really missed an opportunity to make the bond between Frenchie and Kimiko here a lot stronger than it is right now. Because right now it kind of feels like they just had this kind of quick get together instead of something that feels way more substantial. You know what I mean? But anyway, that's my take on it. Like, let's see what some of these people are saying here. Guys, I can't handle this again. Right? So a lot of people are really, falling apart over this scene. They just got together and kissed, and now poor Frenchie got hypnotized by Kate. Yeah, Kate is a fucking bitch, man. Never liked her in Gen Z either, but it just is what it is. Let's see. Waiting for Soulja Boy, Homelander, and Ryan to team up. Then the Gen V cast will team up with the boys, and it's going to be an all-out war. I'm not looking forward to seeing many of the people from Gen Z. As I already said, I didn't like that show. I really didn't like that show. I didn't really care too much for the show, so whatever. This person says my heart as it happened. Whoa. Yeah, like a lot of people are like really hyping this up, but I didn't feel it as much as I think I would if they had built on the relationship Frenchie and Kimiko had this season. But that's pretty much my take on The Boys, man. The Boys was okay this season. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. That's not bad by any means. If you rate it higher, then that's perfectly fine. If you enjoyed it more, then I'm happy for you. But in my opinion, it compared to like season 1, nah. Season 1 was like a solid 8.5 for me, and season 2 was an 8, I believe. Season 3, I kind of rated it a little bit less because I had my own problems with that season as well. And then this season was, rated even a little bit less, again because the writing and then failing to execute on stuff that we as audience members truly wanted to happen for these characters, but yeah, it just is what it is. So that's my take. How do you like The Boys season 4? Did you super enjoy it? Do you think it's a 10 out of 10? Let me know your thoughts down below. If you agree with my take, if you think they could have built on Frenchie and Kimiko's relationship a lot more, go ahead and like and subscribe. I appreciate you. But if you disagree and you think I'm a piece of shit, homophobic guy because I didn't care to see Frenchie just drop Kimiko and go hook up with some fucking random guy that we as the viewers don't really give a fuck about. If you think I'm a homophobic person because of that, then go fuck yourself. I think you're stupid. But anyway, it just is what it is, right? And to the rest of y'all, have a good rest of your day, and later. Yeah.